People of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. If you can tell, I have some friends here to keep me company in my video today. We got Swanson and Oscar behind me right there. For today's video, I really want to talk to you guys about something that I did really terribly wrong a long time ago, and something that's becoming a little bit more, well, very clear to me today regarding relationships and sacrifice and what it means to stand next to the people that you care about and love, and what it means to really just take care of yourself and take care, dog hair. What it means to take care of yourself based on the kind of people that you have around you. I've learned a lot lately about qualities in friends that show that they are trustworthy, and a lot of it has to do with how they respond to you, not just with words, but with actions. Basically, a few years ago, my sister came to me with something that I was doing that was hurting her. It was really complicated and confusing to me at the time. Now it makes all the sense in the world. But back then, I was in a relationship with someone who hurt her more than anyone had ever hurt her. Someone who was extremely toxic and unhealthy and horrible to my sister. And I was really close with this person after their falling out. She came to me, and it was hard to see at the time because I was so close to this person, but she came to me and told me how much it hurt her that I was friends with him. And she wasn't telling me what to do. She wasn't telling me to be friends with him or to not be friends with him, because that's not right. No one has the power to tell you who you can and can't talk to. But what she was doing was she was being honest with me and telling me how it made her feel that I was so close with this person. She was talking about what she was in control of, which was herself, which was her pain and her hurt and her traumas that she had experienced and encountered, and just being upfront with me and telling me that, if you're in a relationship with this guy, it damages our relationship, her and mine. It hurts us because I feel like I can't really trust you. I feel like I can't be around you. I feel like I can't feel safe with you because this is such a sensitive, vulnerable topic for me. And it was just the truth. That wasn't her giving me an ultimatum. That was her really just letting me know where she was and if she was okay or not. And she did that because she cared about me and she cared about our relationship. And at the time, I handled that very poorly. I listened to her, but I was more concerned with myself instead. I was more concerned with what I wanted and who I wanted in my life. And I was more concerned with what made me happy. And I covered it up with the word love. And I covered it up by saying, well, we're supposed to love everybody, right? I'm just loving this guy. In that moment, love is something that is very sacrificial. Love is something that is done. It's felt in a lot of senses, but it's also something that you show with how you live and how you stand by someone. And in a world this broken, conflict happens, trauma happens, people hurt people. And sometimes circumstances get uncomfortable where we really do have to choose somebody and choose to stand by them and value their heart over what we want. This is a very specific situation, but I'm learning a lot from it right now, because looking back, I want to go back and slap myself for my response to my sister, because she deserved a lot better than that. It was like I was given this story, she put all her cards on the table, told me exactly how she felt, exactly what happened with this guy that hurt her so badly, as a way of wanting me to step up and stand by her as my sister and be like, no way, I'm with you and I am for you. But I didn't. I stood next to this guy, and years later, I realized how horrible and terrible that decision was. And I learned more about grace every single day because of it. What I should have done in that scenario was to say, okay, I see you. I see the hurt that you are now expressing to me, and that matters to me because you matter to me. It's not that I should stop at the words, stop at telling her that she's important and she matters and that I love her. It's the actions that follow it. For her to feel safe and cared about, if I want a relationship with her, it involves really taking what she told me into consideration and knowing that what I want in other relationships isn't as important as her heart in that moment. And it's a sacrifice. It's not always fun, and I wasn't willing to make that sacrifice at the time. What does love really mean? What do we do when our friend gets hurt and comes to us? How do we handle that and respond to that? And it can be scary, because when you let someone in on a really vulnerable thing, like the thing my sister let me in on with that guy those years ago. The response you get when you share your heart, the pieces that really hurt, the pieces that still sting, not just the stuff that you've now come to conclusions about, the stuff that you might never feel closure on. Those are the people that have the power to hurt you the most. And if you've lived long enough, you probably have been hurt in some way, shape, or form in that area, and I'm sorry. Just like I've been hurt in that area, I have hurt people in that area. We're all capable of it. We really need to be aware of how our actions make other people feel. We need to listen, and we need to take care of ourselves in who we share our stuff with. We need to take care of ourselves in who we let in close. Be patient with yourself in the healing process. You don't have to just pretend to forgive and move on. Sometimes forgiveness takes time, and that's okay. That's very normal. There's a lot of crap out there in the world, and it's so important to hold each other's hands in the middle of it. Who can you go to and you know no matter what, they have your back? They fight for you. If you come to them and tell them that, like, you just got your heart broken, there doesn't even have to be a conversation of convincing them to be there for you. They just are. This is how I feel, and I think that these things are really important because I think friendship and relationship is really important, but I want to go a little bit deeper into what that looks like. So this is a video of that. If you want to support me in what I'm doing, then please go check out my Patreon page. That's where you can support me as an independent writer and video blogger, where every week I make these videos talking about things that are important and that matter to me at the time, and things that I think we should be talking about. For as little as $1 a month, you guys can be joining in and sewing in on this journey of life and truth and relationship with me. So links to my Patreon page in the description box below, patreon.com/JackieGTV if you want to get involved there. You can also read the prologue of my new book, Finding Home, before anybody else if you go check that out there. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being my friends on the internet. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.